Greetings everyone. So in last lecture we got to know that our application crashes between 1 to 700 bytes. Now in this lecture we will try to find exact number of bytes we need to crash that application. There are a lot of ways you can do this. You can use Wireshark and calculate the traffic you send to that machine, the TCP stream, right? You can do this in a mathematical way. Like you know that the range is 0 to 700. Divide that by 2. You will get 0 to 350 and 350 to 700, right? So try to first the application with 1 byte to 350 bytes. If that works, okay. If that doesn't work, try with 350 to 700 bytes. Then just keep on doing half and you will like within 10-15 tries you should get the exact number. But there is a better way called as the EIP. You can say tracing the EIP and the ESP, right? So we're gonna trace that, and for that we need the debugger. So I'm just gonna show you exactly what I mean. So let me bring that application on this desktop right here. This is the immunity debugger. You can get it from internet, or you can use Oli debugger if you want. So you know the two most famous debuggers. Anything can work basically. So here is the debugger, and it looks, when I'll just go ahead and load the program, it's just gonna look horrible for a lot of people. So just run your program. It is running right here. I'm just gonna keep that on another desktop to clean everything. You just go to file and you click on attach. In attach you will see there is the program running, right? So this is the a right here, so the a.exe which we are running. Double click on this. Okay, yeah, so click on this and click on attach right here, and it will attach your application. Right now this is a huge amount of data. You are interested in this pane right here. You see the EIP and ESP, right? So right here you can see the EIP and ESP. Now this is what we are interested in. The ESP is a random numbers right here. You can just see this one. The EIP is right out here. Yep. So when we try to overflow the application, we basically overwrite the ESP and the EIP, right? We have to override them according to our according to our choice. We want to override them so that we can control the application, and that is what we do. For this, you know, when you have loaded this, just click on this play button right here so that your application is running, because sometimes it just pauses. Yeah, so I think it is running now. And right here in the parrot sec, I'm going to go and try to fuss the application again with the same script, and it says 700 bytes sent. Now let's go back. In this case it will basically not crash. You know, it'll like, if you just go here, it will crash in this area because there is no instructions here. You can see the application has crashed, but it will keep on running. You can see right here, it will keep on running, and here it will just crash. That's fine. So right here we are interested in this data basically. So you see the EIP has been overwritten by 41 41 41 41. What this is the value of A, right? So we overwrite the EIP with the value of A. Okay, then you see the ESP. This contains right here a sky A right here. You can just see that. So this is what we were interested in. You see there are all A's right here, and EIP is 41414141. Now what we want to do is, like, we want to know how much exactly the amount of bytes we want to send to override the EIP. So to override the EIP, what we need to send, and that is what we are going to do with the second template. Let me take you, so right here you can just press this back button and you can click on yes, and it'll load the program again for you. Okay, just click on play if it is not running right here. I think that's, yeah, now it is running. So You can do this, and the EIP is again something else. Now we are going to override it with our custom application. So let me just take you to the Parrot second. I'm just gonna show you what I mean. Now I know this is being a little complicated for all beginners. Right here we are going to search for a script. Let me get one more terminal, open a new tab. I'm gonna zoom in for you. Now just search for a script. There is a script called pattern create. This is a part of Metasploit framework, and this is the script right here. Okay, let's click here, let's go there, cd, we go here, let's remove this, let's go to the documentary first. Okay, now we are going to run the script, pattern create .rb, and we are going to give it -l, which is the length. How much length we want? We want 700 bytes, because we know that our maximum range was 700 in the test. Just press enter and wait for the output. It's taking some time, and I didn't expect it that'll take that much time, but that's fine. Now it has created a unique pattern for us. Okay, this is a pattern. Instead of A, we are going to send this pattern. Copy this up, go to your directory with script, just do a ls. You will find the 2.py, which is the buffer script, which I'm gonna again provide you. Just go there, edit the script. Now this is the buffer script. It is again the it's again almost similar script to the first one. In this, the buffer is again A. There is no counter, so we are gonna add the whole buffer ourselves manually. Then it's just gonna try once. It'll just go ahead and send the buffer. So it'll just send the buffer and it'll say done, right? If it is not able to send the buffer at all, it'll say cannot connect to the service. Now here is the IP address and the port you might want to change if it is different. So this is a simple script, and this is the buffer overflow script. You can again get it from internet. This is again an open source script. Here you just want to paste that pattern which you got from the Metasploit, right? You just pasted that pattern here, and it's a very long line, right? I'm just gonna say Control X Y Z here. I'm not gonna play with that. Y and Z. That is how we save it. Now let's just run this script. Okay, it says sending evil buffer, this, right? Let's move out. You see it again crashed. You don't see anything, it means it crashed. But here is the EIP value. You see the EIP has been overwritten with a random value this time, right? And you see the ESP, it contains our random code right here. Now this is what we are interested in. Now we will use this EIP and we will see how much amount of bytes we sent to to override this EIP, and that is what we are gonna do now. So we will just write this EIP somewhere, or basically let's just go there. In this, so we have the second tab. I'm just gonna clear the screen. Okay, now instead of pattern create, we have another script that is pattern offset calculator, right? Now let me just press enter, because I'm sure it'll show the option, and let's see -h here, because there is a query. Yeah, we need to give -q query, and then we're going to add the pattern which is in the EIP. Okay, let's clear this again. So we will be using -q flag, which is the query, and we are asking this this thing where this EIP will be. So if this string right here, this was able to override the EIP, how many bytes we sent, and this will calculate that for us. Now let's put this up. So I added this EIP and I just pressed enter, and now it's going to calculate that for us. Okay, it says an exact match found at 5 to 4. It means we need to send exactly 524 characters, which can be A, B, C, D, anything. We need to send 524 bytes to overflow the application and to overwrite the EIP. This is what the second step of the buffer overflow is. We want to know the exact amount of bytes we will be sending to the buffer as a overflow. As a proof of concept, I'm going to show you one thing. I'm going to say, like, I'm going to reload that program, and as a proof of concept, let's wait for it. I'm going to play it for you. Let me just play it again. Sometimes I need to press a lot of play button, then it plays. So now you see the EIP is a random value here. Okay, I'm going to show you that as a proof of concept. It says 524 is right. So let me show you. I'm going to go full screen. I will edit this file, and I'm gonna delete this up, so we don't need this. And this time I will just say A multiply, and we're gonna send 254, because that's the 524, because 524, right? That's the amount of bytes it says we need to send to overflow this, right? As a proof of concept, I am using exact amount of bytes, right? Let's say Control X, Y, enter, and run that right here. Okay, just right here, you can see it is running, right? I will clear the screen first. Okay, let's run this, and you see it crashes, and the EIP will be overwritten right here. You see EIP has gone overwritten again, and EVP contains our whole thing right here, and the ESP again contains all the AAA right here. This is what I was telling you as a proof of concept. We were able to find exact amount of bytes we need to send to override the EIP, EBP, and ESP, right? So to basically control the application in our own way. Now this is how we are controlling the application. In next lecture, we will create a exploit with the information we have right now with us. So we're going to create an exploit now with all this information. So let's continue this in the next lecture.